cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get on out my problems, let me. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. A touchback.
We go tonight.
48, Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
What? 180!
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Watch twins. Watch twins. Check.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. These two teams, of course, met last year in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And, you know, a lot of people were calling that kind of a throwback game to the 70s of the old NFL. And the Rams would get out to the 23-7 lead. Cowboys tried to make a late push, but the Rams would hold on for the 30-22 victory. Throwing on second down, Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now it's gone. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. The four-time All-Pro Johnny Hekker is on to punt for L.A. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Take it at the 37. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
2nd and 10 at the Rams' 28-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
47. Check. Gun.
Tighten up.
This is Elliott. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Tackled by Samson Enrico. It's a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, Elliott. shedding through the defense. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Hey, kill. Switch. Check 26, check 26.
On the ground, the rookie Mike Weber from Ohio State. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 3rd. Goal. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
58, come on. We got to get the ball. Team, get the ball right here. Let's go. Under 10. 10. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big.
And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Tavon adjusted. He's going to go. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now on second down, this is Gurley. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
76.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
He's coming, double up.
Elliott running right. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Cut. 20.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. On second and 12, Goff.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is gone. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it first and 10 up at the 20.
46, 54, Mike 50.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10.
Hey, that QB's tracks. Let's go. He's coming. We got double up. Here we go, 47. Check 3. Check 43. Switch it.
Here's Elliott. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Prescott. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. A first down carry by Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Go, get out there.
To throw is Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
Season of giving, maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff being chased out left. Randy Gregory racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Dancing to his left. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the... And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half. Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within? Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And they have possession, and they have it. At the 38-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now Prescott finding some room at midfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, you think about the two quarterbacks in this game, Goff and Prescott. And, of course, Jared Goff, the first pick back in the 2016 class. Prescott, that same class, but he was in the 4th round, pick number 135. But Dak would take home Offensive Rookie of the Year honors. Fear not, though, for Jared Goff. He would recover, of course, and lead the Rams to Super Bowl 53 and that eventual loss to the Patriots. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll lose 8. A loss of 2 there. Second came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the toss, it's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Gone. Steps away to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On 1st down, Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you.
A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Prescott to throw it. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions. And you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his 2nd year. But he's really on the uptick. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now gone. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Back now in Arlington. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Goff. He's got it at the 15. That one goes for 30 yards. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Listen.
Out of the gun. Gone. It's complete to Brown, right side. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
2 for 1. Value 3.
Here we go. It's Gurley going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
Get in the right room. Check out read. Slam.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let him know.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That's pulled in at the 32. Return there, 40 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Go to 54, go to 54, right? Slam. 26.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check. DC.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's get it. Let's stop.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Buying time to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Hey, everybody, 4-8. Mike 54. Mike 54. Then we're going to 53. Pick it up. 26.
Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 31.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Watch Rush in. 48. Maverick. The ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check 50. Mike 48. I want that. Here we go. Tiger. Give me that ball.
One last throw here for Goff. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return.